Hi, so we're just on day 6 of our Russia Golden Ring tour. I'm with Tony from Travel Real Russia.
Hello here.
We're just going to summarize what were our favorite things on each of the 6 days as we did the Golden Ring and went north as well. So I think day 1 we did Vladimir.
Vladimir and the church at the Nerl River. So buildings. And this one was built outside of everything. And it is located till today outside of everything. And then we moved to the Suzdal.
Okay, so on day 1 it was Vladimir, so that church we had to walk across the long field to. Day 2 was Suzdal, so...
We've seen Suzdal itself, and we've seen a bit more churches around the Suzdal. One was the oldest in the area, and the second was abandoned, not used anymore. So we've seen the remains of the church.
Okay, nice. So it's a derelict church. I'm not sure what the age is, but this is just a different way of seeing some of the heritage. And again, I don't think any tourists will come here or even know about this. Selfie time. This looks really nice. Okay, on day 3, day 3 we went to Pilos.
We went to Pilos, then we crossed the Volga River with the ferry boat.
We took the ferry across the Volga.
We stayed in the Kostroma overnight in the Troya hotel.
Yeah. We're just waiting now to take the ferry across the Volga River, so we're going to be crossing the Volga River in a ferry. There's only 2 cars waiting so far. 1, 2. So we're going to board on there. That sign was hilarious, not to drive over. So yeah, we're going to have like a private river crossing. So I don't think anyone else on YouTube has done that. I'm going to be the first, hopefully. We're just on the ferry now. We're just leaving the dock on, I think, the south side, and we're crossing the Volga River. We're going to be heading to the north side.
And we've seen Ipatiev Monastery.
Yeah, that was good, the Ipatiev Monastery. So we just arrived at the Ipatiev Monastery at the convergence of the Kostroma and Volga rivers. This one to the right of me is the Kostroma and further down is the Volga. So we'll go exploring in the monastery. When we return, I'm going to walk across that bridge. So I'll be taking lots of photos from the bridge, spanning back across to the Ipatiev Monastery. Day 4 we detoured off the Golden Ring and we started going more north. So first we went to the town of Galich.
Then we've seen Soligalich.
Then we went to Soligalich.
Salt. So it was the town famous for the salt production near the Galich and owned by the Galich.
So this house fell down. That one is about to fall down. Some more of these collapsing houses. Again, this is quite common. They either don't have the money to restore them or they're not allowed to demolish them because they're heritage properties. We can look inside this one. So I just noticed this is cracked all the way down to the base, so don't know how many years are left in there, but it is going to collapse at some point. And then just to span here, that was the other cathedral. That one, it looks nicer from the outside, but that one is also abandoned. And then just more of the local houses here. Okay, here's another collapsed building with the church in the background over there. And then if you look on this side, there's sort of a river. And then some coloured houses down there. And then there was the other church that we were just at. That town was a completely different lifestyle because that was the end of the road access. So you see a different way of life. They're on bicycles, they're on Soviet era vehicles, and they have to off-road or use ATVs to go further north than that. More of those Soviet style vehicles and bicycles. Those are the two of the main ways of transportation here. Again, a much different lifestyle. This is more of a outpost town, frontier town. If we were to continue more north, it's just going to keep changing because they're more disconnected. Then day 5
was the two
yesterday.
wooden palaces, one in Astashovo, another in the Pogorelovo village.
Okay.
Area is almost left by the people, nobody live there.
Okay.
And the two wooden palaces, they were repaired and preserved by the Moscow people.
Okay, so we had to come on a 30-minute off-road drive to get here, but you can see it's really worth it, even for $80 Canadian with a shared bathroom. I mean, this is just amazing. This is not something you would expect. Yeah, so we stayed in one palace, and then the other one we had to drive and then hike in the mud and then cross that river to get to the second one, which was in a more run-down state, but the owner was very happy to see us and show us around. Somebody was eaten alive here again. We're going to find a rotting carcass with the wolves. I feel like a tractor. Look at my big tracks I'm leaving. Oops, I nearly fell. So from the front, even in an unrestored state, it looks absolutely amazing. Here's the owner. We're just having a private tour inside the Wood Palace by Anatoly, who is the owner. He's owned it since the 1970s.
So we have the kids, we got the market at home from the government and we want to use it. It's not possible to buy anything in Moscow, and our idea was to buy small apartments in the
See the
Suzdal.
furnace there.
So they have a lot of houses built at the end of the 19th century that were designed to be heated with the stoves. And how to
ceiling work.
the heating of the whole house to
You've got
the
the
gas.
crockery up there.
And the cheapest of the cheapest way. The way that you take apart the stove and you put the new heating system, it's very expensive. So what they do, it's amazing how cheap it is. You take
And we're just going to head off now. Tony's filming me. How rude. Okay, so just go quick. Okay, I have to move quick because as soon as it comes in, oh, it's ice, it's ice. Ice. Oh, I went in a deep part as well. So yeah, just get out quickly. Bloody ice. And he's sitting there filming me. Okay, I have to get out of these really quick. Get off. My feet are like ice. Now.
And day 5 we were driving from that wooden palaces to Yaroslavl.
Yeah.
And we stayed overnight in Yaroslavl, and today is the day 6.
Day 6,
now
the last
we are
day.
in the Rostov the Great.
So these are the church bells ringing. It's actually very amazing. The power of little old ladies. She just pushed this door open. So this is the second church. Yeah.
And we're gonna see Sergiev Posad and Pereslavl-Zalevsky further, and then we'll go to Moscow, and the airport is waiting for us.
Yeah, we just heard the church bells ringing just now around 10
For
a.m.
this moment it's 10:30,
Yeah.
and at 5 we should be at Vnukovo. So we have enough time, but we don't have time to waste.
And then I plan on biking in Moscow, so that will be another highlight of today. Okay, so that was some of the highlights of what we did. There's a school group coming now, so have to move out the way. Okay, we'll just do a 360 again. So there's lots of these churches that you can keep going in and out of, but again, you need time for this. You need at least a couple of hours. And then this big tower, you can actually climb up it, which again, I don't have time to do that either. But yeah, this is Sergiev Posad.
Stalin skyscrapers. At the 40s and 50s, Stalin, there was a program of the reconstruction of Moscow. And there were a lot of ideas to show the power of the Soviet industry, country.
Okay, so this is Tony from Travel Real Russia, who is taking me around for the 6 days on this Golden Ring tour. Why should people visit Russia?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, if you travel, if you want to say that you are the traveler, it's quite hard to answer why haven't you been in the country that take 1/7 of the surface of the land in the world. And also because you will have great experience because your expectations and the real Russia will be very different. You do not expect how good and fancy is Moscow, and you couldn't expect and understand how huge is all other Russia and how could it be different. Even if you don't go to the Far East or to the Caucasus region or to the Arctic areas, between Moscow, St. Petersburg and all other Russia there is very small similar things. It's so different from the wooden rural houses here in the Privolzhsk till the skyscrapers in Moscow. Well, the only trouble for today is the visa. For some countries it's a little bit complicated, but in a few years it will change. In the 2021 they promised to make the e-visa, and also they already start giving the e-visas for the Kaliningrad and St. Petersburg region. So I would strongly recommend you to go to the St. Petersburg. If you want to see St. Petersburg at the summertime, prepare, it will be a bit crowded with the tourists, and don't plan to go to the Hermitage and the museums. If you want to go to see the museums and the heritage of the culture, go there in November. No one will go there, so there will be much easier to get the tickets and go, and you will see less Chinese tourists and more paints on the walls.
And what do you think of Vladimir Putin?
How stereotyped my answer should be. You know, when he became the president, I was only 12 years old, so it's quite hard to say. I never tasted any other president.
The point is, there's a lot of rubbish in the Western media about Russia. That's why people don't come.
Well, for today, Moscow is getting more and more popular, and the best advertising will be the feedback of the tourists. So, as if he will travel Russia, he will return back home to Canada and tell his friends, and they would trust him much more than the media. For today we have a little trouble with the fake news, so people mostly don't trust them. They don't know enough about Russia, so they are scared. With the propaganda they are more scared, so more and more tourists are coming here.
If you believed everything on CNN and BBC, you wouldn't leave your house, you'd be that scared.
That's why you should watch the Fox News. Fox News will explain you why Trump is the best
Watch
president.
RT.
Alright, watch RT, the only truth source of the information.
Okay. Alright, let's stop. Hope you've enjoyed the Russia travel series. Remember to subscribe to my channel to check out more of my videos.